into 3, CD to the white flag. Thorson using all the front he can, tries to get underneath in 2, down the back straightaway, and out of the final turn, Chili Bowl champion Logan Seavey.
Bringing it home in the first race for the new era of GTP, the hybrid era in IMSA WeatherTech competition. Tom Blomqvist and Mayashek Racing win the 2023 Rolex 24 at Daytona. And Spider-Man Elio Castro Neves gets 3 in a row. Their teammates Simon Pagenaud and Colin Brown victorious here at the World Center of Racing. They defend their Rolex 24 crown. Wow, here it is. Last time through one of the most treacherous parts of the track. There's traffic ahead. Is that going to cause an issue for Ben Hanley? Here comes James Allen.
It might. He's got a run.
James Allen has a run. This is for honours in LMP2, the second of the 3 prototype classes. Allen's hanging low to try and get the draft off the lead car in the LMP3 category. Here comes James Allen. This is for the win in the Rolex 24. There's nothing in it. To the line.
Whoa!
Who gets it? Allen gets it. Allen gets the line.
Amazing. Changes lap right there.
Wins in his 12th try for the Daytona 500. On the short tracks, on the dirt, sometime they called him Recce Spin Twice. Not today. Today, they call him winner.
Get a run, Gemini is stalled. Albuquerque to the outside for the lead. Oh, but Albuquerque's so wide, almost off the track. He goes to the inside. Oh, they hit. He's off the road. Off goes the 10. Oh, and into harm's way. And he hits the 6. Oh, massive ball. Oh, my goodness. Aiken could be in the lead of this race. All 3 leaders are out. Did Aiken make it through? Can you believe what we've just seen?
It didn't pan out the way that he had hoped, but the famous Andretti name with a young American behind the wheel, Kyle Kirkwood, is your latest IndyCar race winner. He wins the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Let's go, Lord! Yeah! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys. Amazing job, amazing job.
Chase had trouble in the gearbox behind Larson. Not much help underneath them. The race is on for the lead right here, 1 and 2.
Oh, Chase does not get into turn 1 well at all.
Oh, he turned
and they're
into
on the
the wall.
fence.
Hang on.
Same thing. Went to run him up the racetrack.
Still pushing you.
Turned him, William Byron, to the lead. Still pushing him. Well,
All right, those of you scoring at home, how many saw that coming?
I did.
All of us.
Don't ever question the character of Britain's Jack Harvey. He's not giving up. Is he in the 500 or is he out? Jack Harvey's in! Jack Harvey is in the Indy 500. Graham Rahal is out. 30 years since his dad didn't make it. It's the same fate for Graham Rahal.
1/100th of a mile an hour was the difference.
Over, you are in the race.
What an incredible call.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And now this is the Ferrari battle with the number 3.
That's the Caddy.
Cadillac,
The Ferraris are a lap behind, but look at the pace they've got. And by the way, the Aston Martin you just saw coming out.
Oh, the Cadillac is a big one in the Rouge, big one.
Safety car will be out because that is not going to be tidied up in a hurry. That is the number 3 Cadillac of Renger van der Zande from 2nd place. Was the proximity of the Ferrari taking a bit of air off the back of the car?
No.
Dutch Master has produced something special in the wet, in the dry. Max Verstappen wins the Monaco Grand Prix for surely one of his most satisfying victories.
Ericsson sprints away from Joseph Newgarden and is doing what he did a year ago.
The 2nd year in a row we see him unleashing the dragon as we see almost contact between Palou and Ferrucci. Ericsson leads out a 1.
Ferrucci threw a shoulder at Alex Palou and said, "Don't you dare." Ferrucci tried to get a draft off Newgarden and Ericsson, but Newgarden with a monster run off turn 2. Joseph Newgarden has never won the Indianapolis 500, and he's ahead on this last lap. Joseph Newgarden, is this the moment when the pain ends?
By one.
The drought isn't over for Joseph Newgarden, or does Marcus Ericsson have something?
By 2.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500.
They followed
exactly the plan that they laid out for the day. Methodical, stepping stones to the front, and when it finally really mattered after all those restarts, this guy right here grabbed the brass ring and took it home.
Oh, not going up the fence, he's going through the fence. Joseph Newgarden into the crowd. Look at this.
He might never make it back.
This is awesome.
White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
You're so right, Mike. Good kid, good family. Hasn't been able to close the deal. Been 59 races since he's last visited Victory Lane. Such a fast race car driver. So capable and finally getting it done right here. Bring it around here, boy.
And Byron closing on this final lap to within 0.8 of a second. But off turn number 4, the Coca-Cola 600 belongs to Ryan Blaney.
Well, Ryan Blaney has waited a long 59 races, and tonight it's the crown jewel. You win the Coca-Cola 600. Ryan, how did you hold off the competition restart after restart to get it done?
Oh, man. Oh, look at
I think they like you.
this guy. I might shed a tear. Man, this has been a cool weekend. Obviously Memorial Day weekend means a lot. You know, you start to get to feel like you can't win anymore, and when you don't win in a while, and kind of get hard. So
Look at Andrews. Andrews is really feisty. He needs to get back on that lead lap. He's going to get super aggressive here, even though it's not for position. Watch for that blue Mercedes to make a move down here into the brake zone. McLaren protects.
I tell you what.
Oh!
McGuinness up and over the top. That is a huge accident in turn 3.
That's Van der Steur. He drives away, but there has to be damage to that BMW.
Oh my goodness, on his first lap out.
The 75th anniversary of NASCAR, and it has been 60 years since a driver has won in their series debut. Well, through turn 11, Shane Van Gisbergen has been perfect. He has navigated the streets of Chicago to perfection. The final time, onto the front stretch. He comes to the checkered flag. He's won the very first street race in NASCAR.
Thank you, guys.
Here is the number 24 ZL1, Camaro, the NASCAR Cup car, adapted for competition here at the Le Mans 24 Hours. It's a massive fan favourite. On Sunday in Le Mans, it is going to be victory in the centenary race for 51 Ferrari AF Corsa. And it is Alessandro Pierguidi, I'm sure in floods of tears, who takes the checkered flag. What an enormous moment for the team.
White flag, Bobby Pierce is there. Off at turn 4, Dustin, for $50,000. They're on the final lap.
Final time around. Hudson O'Neal trying to hang on for one more lap. He slips up a little bit in turn number 2. Does that open up the door for Bobby Pierce? Pierce, here comes the slider. He drives it in deep to 3 and 4. He slides up the racetrack. Hudson O'Neal drives under him at the line. And a photo finish.
Through 14 for the final time. Michael McDowell comes onto the front stretch in Indy. The 38-year-old is going to win at Indianapolis.
Yes, good work, boys!
Witnessing something that no one has ever seen in the entire history of Formula One. A landmark for Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen wins 10 Grand Prix in a row.
3 years, Alex Palou for the second time in 3 years is an MTT IndyCar Series champion. Hello, Palou, a champion again.
Let's go, buddy! Oh my God!
If there was ever a mic drop in IndyCar racing, we just witnessed it.
White flag here. One more good one, still clear by 8.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. The gap, still about 5 car lengths separating Tyler Reddick And Kyle Larson down the backstretch for the final time. He has won some big races before. He's won a championship. He's looking to win his way into the next round of the playoffs, and he's looking to win the Southern 500. Kyle Larson, he's gonna do it.
Up in the checker. Southern 500, baby. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, guys. Great job today. Proud of all of you. Great, guys. Great job. Thank you, guys.
Well, this guy deserves a whole lot of credit, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen a little piece of history as Logan Seavey has got it done.
Unbelievable night at Eldora Speedway for this young man. How about it? Make some noise again for Logan Seavey.
Seconds a lap. Leclerc's tyres really are finished. You can hear the cheers of the crowd here over two. Oh, now goes off the Mercedes and into the barrier goes George Russell. Been struggling on his tyres. Russell's bid for Singapore glory ends up in the barriers. But that is such an unfair end to his race. He so did not deserve that, George Russell. Mercedes are giving it an absolute brilliant go here. They really have. But Ferrari have controlled this race from the front. And Carlos Sainz, who started on pole and didn't get the win in Monza, does it tonight in Singapore. Carlos Sainz.
Big push coming down for Harvick. Oh, and around comes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield. That's Ryan standing there in the middle of the AMR safety team.
Larson not close enough right now to challenge. He's more worried about Tyler Courtney behind him in second. Down the back straightaway they go. Rico Abreu through 3 and 4. He'll win his 4th high limit race of the year, but the inaugural high limit sprint car champion is Kyle Larson.
Another chance coming here. Watch this.
Same thing, little wiggle there by Durant.
Maybe a better run. Oh no, they're going to go side by side. He goes to the outside.
Deep.
Too wide.
Deep, really deep. It's impossible. No,
it's going to be a big crash.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a big one. Game over. Wayne Taylor Racing will not win this championship.
Oh no! All 4 manufacturers have enjoyed victory in this inaugural season of GTP. Maya Shank Racing wins Motul Petit Le Mans in its final race with this program. Mike Shank, Tim Meyer, Elio Castro Neves, they celebrate. And as far as the championship, it goes to Cadillac Racing Action Express in the Wheel and Engineering Cadillac. Pippo Durrani guides them home. He and Alexander Sims are the drivers' champions.
1 lap to go. Gravel right in the middle in 1 and 2. He'll have a run on the leader down the back straightaway in traffic into the final turn in Devil's Bowl Speedway history. Gravel to the top out of quarter number 4. McFadden and David Gravel steals it at the checkered flag by 15 thousandths of a second. The name etched in history as the final Devil's Bowl Speedway winner.
Winning is in his family's DNA, and Ryan has just crested the mountain of all wins. Ryan Blaney is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Oh, man. Thank you, guys, man. I'm getting emotional. Thank you, guys, man.